I think the most interesting observation for the fallout for me has been just how the confidence of the ecosystem around OpenAI has been shaken. So lots of developers have been building around the ChatGPT APIs, using that as a part of the Azure stack, right? I think it's important to realize the very close collaboration that when you're working on ChatGPT, you're also now running on the Azure stack, hence the strategy for Microsoft. But I talked to a bunch of friends in AI startups over the weekend who were just sort of calling me like, what the heck happened? What do we do? And all of them were starting to look at alternate options to OpenAI. And I think that's the thing that to me, no matter how this situation resolves, whether Sam goes back or Microsoft still decides to work with OpenAI with Sam a part of Microsoft, confidence needs to be restored. Damage control needs to happen so that people believe that this is a stable company with a stable and dependable technology that they can build their companies around, their business around, or their software around. And that's all in flux right now. So I think that's the main point number one. But I also think that's why Satya Nadella and even just Greg Brockman and Sam Altman were saying we're still working with you, we're still supporting you. They didn't want it to make it sound like this company was just dead overnight, because they know how much business is still built around ChatGPT right now. But tons of damage control and resolution is going to have to be made because, again, Microsoft is very intertwined, and there is a much larger ecosystem that's been built around OpenAI than I think people realize.
I don't disagree with you, but I would say that the situation could have been slightly different if Microsoft was in a position today to have its own foundational model and just say, see ya, we invested, but we are independent now and we can move forward. I do think that there's a difference between what you're talking about, which is the loss of confidence in OpenAI, and the risk mitigation that now every company will want to have as to have a plan B, um, and confidence in generative AI as a technology, which I don't think was impacted by this. This is all business, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that was said that put any doubts on how good ChatGPT is or the value that generative AI is going to have. If anything, from the reaction that we're seeing in the market, we see how critical it's going to be and how companies want to make sure that they don't put their business and business opportunity at risk by partnering with somebody with a company that cannot be, execute in a business like fashion, because this was, you know, not really business like fashion.